on the, I don't think it's done that before. I don't ever pay attention to stuff. Hey guys, if you're watching this in the replay, welcome in. I'm glad you guys joined me. I had a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, and now I can't think of any of it. It'll all come back around on the carousel, like LA says. One of her friends says that, and she says that to me all the time. How you doing? My neck does not look great. Maybe if I stream from up here. I decided to go live. It is Tuesday. It is a see you next Tuesday. I can't be too what do you call that? Nasty. Because I got one the other day that they didn't strike me, but they slowed my money down, or so they said you're not getting any money on this video because I was nasty or something. But I fought it. Hey, Jolie. Hi. Hello, Pixie. How are you? Hey, Sean. Hi. How are you? Tina, Melanoma Mama. Hi. How are you guys? Yeah, like this corner of my bedroom though right now, ain't gonna lie, this is the only it's not even clean, just cleared out spot that I have in my house. Ooh, the remodel, how's it going? Bitch. It's going. They gonna take their own sweet time. Which makes no sense to me. I would want to bust some shit out if that's just how I am. Like if I know I'm gonna make money on a project, I'm like, well, let me go on and get this done. No. Contractors, no. Mm-mm. Like yesterday, I texted him and I was like, hey, are you going to come and work on my house today? And he was like, I'm going to send a couple guys over, but I'm not coming. Now, he's the tile guy. So I was like, okay, thanks. And so he didn't come. And then he said, I'll be there tomorrow, which is today. And it got to be about 9:30 or 10. And I was like, hey, you going to come on over? And he was like, no, I cannot be bothered. I was like, okay. Well, hope to see you tomorrow. Great. But yeah, in my head, this is what I thought. Hey, Maria, how are you? Hey, Mike. In my head, I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, summer sucks. It is slow, right? But in my head, I thought, I'm going to take off the week that they come to remodel. And that way I won't have my work interrupted because I'll have the whole vacation week. Girl, and guys, a week, please. I mean, they only worked probably 3 days out of that week, I guess. So, yeah. But hey, that is how construction goes. I know anybody that has done a remodel knows that they have you by the you-know-whats. You don't have them. You have the promise of paying them money when they get done, and it's all good. But they're just like, yeah, we'll get to it. Oh, we've already got a troll. Hello, troll. Okay, hey. Okay, all right. Well, thank you. Oh, yeah. Somebody, thank you, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Saya. Hello. Thank you, Munchie. Do you need a mod? Oh, did somebody? Yeah, I mean, well, I think I have some, but I don't even know. Oh, I guess I do because I guess trolls don't have anything better to do today than come on in. Are trolls real people? I think so. Sometimes they're bots. But yeah, some of it is just so I'm doing live in vertical. So you ever get that thing where you're just scrolling through shorts and you see like, hey, so and so is live, and you stop on it a minute? I think that's the majority of the trolls. They're just literally trolling or scrolling through shorts, and they come up on it because you get suggested in the shorts feed when you're live and vertical. So anyway, Have fun, guys. Have fun with the trolling. Hiya. Yeah, hiya. Saya, thank you for getting rid. Okay, here's Jackie. Jackie's a mod, and Saya and Jolie. Yeah. Oh, Jolie said, "Watch me work." Jolie's on top of this. Thank you, Jolie. I appreciate that. Steven. Yeah. Okay. I know because I kind of suck as a mod too, and I apologize for those of you that have me modded on your lives. Because I read it and I can read it several and I go, no, what? Hmm. Some are overt assholes, and then some are kind of covert about it, right? Like overtly bad. I like cats too, Mike. Yes. Oh, fishy. Fishy, fishy. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just here to talk to my peeps. If you're not my peeps and you're trolling, I mean, I guess we'll have fun. Do your worst. I mean, the top things are, what's this man talking about? Like, oh, it hurts my feelings. You call me old and a man and a lesbian and all those things. Oh God, I'm gonna cry myself to like. Okay. I mean, like, I love a troll that comes in and comes up with something original. Now those I will read and like totally, yeah, be like, well, good on you. You did, yeah. I see what you did there. Look at you. But a lot of them, nah. Hi, Brianna. Hey, how are ya? Old hag. Oh, that's terrible. I've never been called that before in my 100 years of being on the earth, you prick. Well, thank you, Mike. Catagram, what dreams are made. Oh, yeah, catagram bags. You have one right now for sale. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. So sweet. You don't have to do that. You're so sweet to do that. But yeah. Oh, God. And then they make their name as just something like, I'm going to say the word. Okay. You're not old, really? Okay, I can't wait for your next. You've been to Dykes on Bikes? No, I haven't, but I mean, like, I've heard that a million, like, okay. Like I said, you trolls are sucking ass at trolling. He's not good at it, man. No, I can't, Paul. Jesus. I guess because I'm an old lady. I guess people think I'm brand new. All right. Hey, Jaynette, how are you? It's just stupid as shit. Mm. I'm new. What's the topic? We don't really have one. I just shoot the shit and then I get off here and go to bed. That's basically it. Brian, hi. Oh gosh. Man, oh man. I'm 56. I'm 56. I am a grandmother of 4 of 3 children. I am married to a man. Oh my God. What? Yeah. Mhm. It's yeah, I was going to say something nasty, but I'm not going to. Oh yeah, I know, Sean. Yeah, I bought your blue strawberry tote. Yes, I remember months ago, and I just bought a strawberry mosaic. Oh, those are gorgeous. I'm loving this brand. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah, that was a cool bag. It was a very cool bag. I just wasn't using it, and I got a really great bargain. I traded it with another YouTuber, Cammy. Cammy and I traded. I traded her a Twilly, a Fendi Twilly for that bag. Which I mean, in the end, I mean, I guess I paid about what she was wanting for. She really wanted the Twilly, I really wanted the bag, and it was that kind of thing. But anyway, in the end, I just didn't carry it. I thought I would. I thought it was such a cool design with the bar that goes over. Like, I just think that's such an ingenious design for a handbag, but yeah, it was really a cute bag. And I like that it had contrast of like dark blue and then the light blue. It was a nice bag. It was real, and their leather is good too, right? Their leather is very, very good. Okay, what somebody's already tried that, Spacey. Sorry. Oh my god. I don't know. I guess it's too hot to be outside and doing stuff, so all the kids and trolls decide to. This must be a good night for people to be scrolling, hun. But anyway, come on in if you don't. My name is Winnie, just like Winnie the Pooh. How are you doing there, Madeline? Can I call you Maddie? Okay. Hello, Dia. How are you? What's crazy is the trolls drive your numbers way up for the live, and you get paid what? $12 for a live? And so when you click off the live and you see that 4,000 people have traveled in and out trying to troll you, it does something to the algorithm, man. It does pump up your algorithm. So thank you for that, I guess. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. I'm doing well. Oh, good, Dia. I'm so glad that you did catch my live. I'm so happy that you're here. Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna try to keep up with the trolling comments because that seems to be where we're at tonight, but I'm gonna just talk and shoot the shit and tell you about things that have gone on in the world with me. Not that anybody gives a like. I'm kind of in one of those moods like, what? But I am freezing in my house, so I have on a thick sweatshirt and a t-shirt. So I took Frankie, my puppy dog. Y'all know Frankie, a little Chihuahua. I took him to his second shots appointment, his well visit today, and he's doing well. When I got him, he was 1.9 pounds, I think. I want to say he wasn't even 2 pounds. He is pie today, 3.14. So they gave him a shot, which was in his left back hip. You know, he's so tiny. He immediately, like, I picked him up and was holding him on my shoulder, and he was immediately like crying like a little baby. And my vet said, you know what, I'm going to give him a little shot of remodel, which I thought another shot is probably not going to help. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, why don't you give him a little tablet of something, like, instead of another shot? Because he obviously hated the shot and it hurt him. And I was right, because I said, well, if you think it'll help. And she goes, well, he's already crying. So I just don't want him to, because little guys really, they feel the effects of a shot later. And I was like, okay, kind of like babies, because he is a baby. He's 14 weeks old today, by the way. But anyway, she goes, well, let me take him in the back to do it. And so she took him in the back, which I was in the back room. So there was just a wall between like where they do whatever it is they do back there. And yeah, I heard him really cry when she gave him the remodel shot, which was ironically the shot that was supposed to help the pain from the other shot. I was thinking, I probably won't do that again because that's a lot to go through. But anyway, he's not loopy or anything. He's just kind of like really worn out feeling and everything. But they fed him treats upon top of treats on top of treats on top of treats because that's what they do to keep him calm. And he's the type of dog that would eat 20 pounds of food. If you put it in front of him, he would just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. So man, he came out of there like hiccuping and burping and stuff. And his little belly was rock hard because I had just fed him beforehand. I just didn't want him to be all starved to death when he went in there. So anyway, that happened. Little Frankie had his little shots, and we go back in a month to have the third round. And then at 6 months, he'll get fixed. Because he's a boy dog, so they spray everywhere. So anyway. Hi, Apple. Hey, AB. How are you? Okay, yes, poor little Frankie. I know, and he is so crying. And then he buried his little tiny head in my shoulder and like his nose and all. And he was just like, and they were so sweet to him because he's a cute little tiny puppy, and everybody loves a cute tiny cat, dog, whatever it is. And so when she brought him back in, she was, "Did you hear him?" I said, "Yeah, I heard him crying," which was worse than the first shot. But anyway, um, she said, do you mind if we put him on our Facebook? He's so cute." And I was like, "No, go ahead." So I guess I took some pictures of him in the back. They passed him around, and I could hear outside the door. Even people that had their other dogs, they were like, "Oh my God, look at him! What's his name?" And everybody was like, "He just looks like a Frank, doesn't he? He just looks like Frank." I'm like, "He really does look like a Frank." So anyway, boy, the trolls are trolling so hard. Thank you to the mods tonight. Thank you so much. And Mike, thank you for your super chat. You're so sweet. But anyway, did you ever tell me if you had a catagram right now? I'll have to look over on your... Dawn loves the catagram. She loves, that's her favorite Louis Vuitton. So anyway, the deep state, I can already... Do you think... Nope, I'm not gonna get to that. Oh, you want a catagram. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You guys have a tiny dog too, don't you? Mike. Yeah. You and your wife. Hey, Marcia. Looking good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hi from India. Hi. Okay. Yeah. You have a Chihuahua too. Okay. That's right. I thought you did, but I wasn't 100%. But yeah, I was thinking like, we have the same kind of dog. Yeah. Tuna. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. I've seen him on your page, on your Insta. That's so cute. Yeah. I don't, the vet said, like, I don't think he's going to get way much bigger, but every time we bring him in, he's, well, he went from 1.9 pounds in a month to 3.14. So, I mean, he is growing. And I guess the lady it was a vet tech that, sold him, whatever, you rehomed him to us. Okay, I'm back. I was like, damn it. I froze. I'm right here in the Wi-Fi, and I tested the speed. You can test the speed of your Wi-Fi, and it's like really good. So what's going on? I must have blocked something with my hand. But anyway, Dawn, I was saying that I love that little pouch video. Those little pouches that you got were so friggin' cute. Anyway, girl. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, I did freeze. I was like, the trolls are trolling tonight. Oh my God. So I really literally only have, I don't know how many's in here, 50 or 60 people in here. I don't even have that many, like 20 people, 30 people. But the trolls, I guarantee you those numbers will be like, the friggin' trolls in it. What are they? It's just like, 1 week, they leave you completely alone. Like, I think the last time I did a live, like 2 weeks ago, nothing. I didn't have one. Like, I don't think anybody had to zap anybody. But tonight, it's freaking every doop, 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 doop. I'm not even paying attention to those bitches tonight. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I will interact with them, but I'm just like, I don't go do something else, but whatever. Yeah, they get bored. And like Jolie, I said this in my video today. Like Jolie said, like their only job in life is to troll. And if they get you to react to them trolling, that's what their job is complete. Like they did what they came to do. They were successful in their mission. She's right. You're right, Jolie. I mean, hey Eva. How are you? Oh my God, how are you, girl? So good to see you. Hey Lori. Oh, the gang's all here. Hello. Hello. Oh, the puppy. Yeah, today he had his shots. And so he's a little like groggy. And they gave him a shot to help with the shot. And it hurt worse than the first shot. So I'm like, I probably won't let him talk me into doing that again because he really did feel the effects of the second shot. Like counterintuitive much. But anyway. Hey Rachel, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Oh my God, the gang is all here. You're gonna get like if you're trolling me tonight. I know you can still hear me, trolls, unless you deuced out when you got silenced, but I know you can still hear me like and haters, hey, welcome in. Thank you for helping me out with my algorithm. I do appreciate that. But yeah, like if you hear me, my mods are on freaking point today. They will strike you in a minute. They will strike you out of here. Sin, what'd you get? Oh my God. Did you get another chihuahua? Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. Hey, Josh. Oh my God. Tell me everything. She said she named her Lily. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, Christina. My puppy is still on steroids, thinks she is starving. I mean, when Marilyn had steroids, dude, oh, she ate and ate and she really gained weight like that. So, yeah, it's a thing. But she couldn't exercise either, because she was so sick. But yeah, it's a thing. It's sweet to see all the vet techs who waited on me, who, knew me from Maryland, and they're so happy to see me with another puppy and being happy and not, coming in there all to hell with Marilyn and crying and being all upset. And I told the one little vet tech, this is the first time I had seen her since she was one of the last people to give Marilyn a shot, but she was so happy to see me, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you brought him." And she actually knew the story of how I got Frank, and she goes, "Is it really your daughter?" So I knew that, they had talked around about me, and that was sweet. I mean, that was sweet of them. It's a pretty big vet place. It's a pretty big office. I think there's 5 or 6 vets on staff, and the vet techs, there's probably 20 or 30 of them anyway. But they're really sweet. But yeah. I love all of my veterinaries. For a while, I didn't. I wasn't really crazy about them. So I went through a stage where I was kind of like, "Ugh, they're kind of, I don't know. They went through a stage too. But I followed another vet from my old vet over to here, and he opened this up with the other guy who's the current owner, the vet now, and they had a falling out, and he, I guess, bought him out and moved away, or I would have kept following him. His name was Dr. Dotson. He was very, very sweet. And he just had a really sweet nature about it. Didn't matter. I had a cat and he cared for my cat the same way he did my dogs. But he was just very loving and very sweet. And he'd just sit and talk to you. And I was really sad when he left because I really loved him. But now it's sort of round robin. You can request a vet, but it takes longer to get an appointment. So I just always say just whoever, because they're also good. But anyway, just enough about that. But like, yeah, so the remodel is going not too swiftly. Maybe in a minute I'll take you in. Should I show you guys the unprogress? That'll be fun. Yeah. In a second, before I get off of here in a little bit, I'll take you in there. Yeah, I hated when he left, Dawn. Dawn said she hated to switch vets, and I know you get accustomed. It's just like your doctor. But I'm at the age now, and most, a lot of you in here are, my age. And it's that thing of like, once you pass 50, you see that all of your favorite dentists, doctors, nurses, like, you know what I mean? They start retiring, or God forbid, your hygienist, worse, right? And I hate that. I hate that so bad. It's like you still need their care, but they're like, "Oh, I retired." There's, some little 25-year-old in there replacing them or whatever. But it's so sad when you get really attached to somebody and then, you've been going to him. Like my dentist, I think I was with him for 33 years, and then he retired a few years back, and since I was a teenager. And I was very sad to see him go because I just got to be really good friends with his wife, and she helped me out a lot when I didn't have dental insurance. She would help me out with paying cash. She would give me a special discount. I mean, she did it for everybody, but I really missed that when they left because I got to find out real quick what a damn porcelain crown really cost on the insurance even. I was like, hell, I didn't even pay that much for one when you charged me the damn cash price and I didn't have insurance. But anyway, what are you going to do? Oh my God, the trolls are trolling so freaking hard. Oh, your last primary. Yeah, it's so sad when they're gone, man. My primary just retired, but I'm now seeing her nurse prac. Well, that's good that you know them. I have to go see a new, and I don't get mad at me, guys, and don't. I know people are gonna beat up on me. Dawn beats up on me for this, but I haven't, and Yota does too. But I haven't been to a gyno in a minute since my gyno retired, and now he's passed. He just passed away this year, and his wife was my nurse, was his nurse, and she was a little bit younger than him, so she's still, working there at my OBGYN's office. And so a guy I used to do radio with for years, his wife works the front counter, and I took my daughter in for her first, foray into the gynecological arts. She had to have an ultrasound, but anyway, she has PCOS real bad, guys, Carter. But anyway, she was having some issues, and I took her in, and my friend Marcy said, I haven't seen you in a long time. And she looked it up, and she goes, you haven't been here in years. She's like, are you going somewhere? And I said, no. Says I had a full hysterectomy and everything. I was like, nah, I didn't figure out. She goes, are you kidding me right now? You need to make an appointment. And she gave me her personal number. And she was like, call me when my doctor that passed away, his wife, she was on grievance there for a while, but she's back. And she said, in the summer, call me back and you can get in with her doctor that she works under, that she's the nurse for. And I was like, okay. I do get a mammogram. I do get that. But I'm like, there's nothing in there. It's like, hello, hello, hello. But dust and a few old class rings and stuff and a miner's hat. And that's about it, girl. There's nothing in there. Oh, God. Yeah, seriously. But you're right. I need to go. What flavor Speedy are you looking for? Yeah, who's looking for a Speedy? I want to know. Oh, my God, the class ring. Eva gets it. A few old class rings. Jelly. It can still, right, but what's in there? My cervix? What's in there, Dawn? I think you've told me this before. I've asked you guys a bunch. I don't know. I should listen to Dawn for one thing. She knows. 49, Kim, I love you. Yes, I'm 49. My vajayjay is 56, however. Anyway. Yeah. Wait, the whole vagine? What? Like my cervix is still there, right? I don't know what's in there that's left to get. But I mean, there's something in there, Yeah. I guess when I go to my nephrologist tomorrow, I'm sure he's going to say something like, maybe you should follow up with your OB. Because I had like an enlarged spleen. They said that post-op, pre-op thing out to me, like they're fine, like I guess whatever they found while they were in there doing the surgery or whatever. And one of the biggest things was you have an enlarged spleen. Well, I have NASH disease, which is, fatty liver, advanced stages of fatty liver. Not too advanced because I'm turning it around with weight loss, but I did ask my actual doctor because they keep sending these things in here like, you need to have more testing done. You need to test your spleen. We need to test your spleen. And so I had my own doctor visit like 3 weeks ago, my actual primary doctor, and I told her, I said, they keep, calling me up and sending me notes about my friggin' spleen's large. I'm like, I'm large all over. How can my spleen not be large too? Shit. But she was like, well, now you've got that fatty liver. That's one of the things that happens with fatty liver. And plus, you had a lot of infection and stuff. She's like, yeah, I mean, things do happen like that. So I don't know what he's going to say tomorrow. I'm sure he's going to order. He's a young guy. My old And my old nephrologist retired. So, of course, I've got the young guy now again. I've got a new one, and I didn't think he was very nice at the surgery, but whatever. I mean, I have to see him. But I'm sure he'll order, oh, let's do a 24-hour urinalysis on you, and let's get an ultrasound and a CT. No, mm-mm, no. Let me go on and just pay for this visit and go on out. Goodbye. Thank you. You're even lucky I showed up. Usually I cancel the post off. Well, I saw my own doctor. What the hell do they need to? But I know he's going to say, well, you're going to have this looked at. Mm-mm. No, I'm okay. And then, Bill will say, okay, doctor. Okay, Dr. B. Oh, hey, MT. Oh my God, Montana in the house. Oh, you want a female? Now, Carter has a female gyno, and she's young. She's so young, and she's so cute. Girl, and she's tiny. I'm like, shit, she can't check my vajay. She might fucking fall in. But she's teeny. But anyway, she's adorable. And Carter really likes her. She just shoots it straight, and she was very nice to her. And Carter's not 18. She'll be 18 at the end of the month. So they could not do a full pelvic exam on her because, she has to be 18. Even though I'm able to consent and say that she can, they wouldn't do it. And Carter got her license, guys. So last week I got my real ID. Well, I don't love my picture, but I love that my picture, my face is very small compared to my old one. I love the before and after. But yeah, she has kept these damn roads hot. As a matter of fact, she was supposed to take me to the vet today. She's gonna call me at 3:30 and tell me she's out with a friend and they're out at a restaurant eating. I said, well, I may need to be taking some damn keys. You were supposed to come and get me, but Bill was like, oh, let her be. She just got her car. She's got driving. So yeah, she's had many maiden voyages in her car. She loves it. Sin says, I prefer female doctors because they really know what we go through. Yeah. Yeah, my primary is a female doctor, and I love her. We never talk about my health most of the time. We just shoot the shit, which is really kind of better to me. I'm sure if something was wrong, but I read her. Now the doctors all send you their notes. She just sit there on a little iPad or whatever, a little Mac computer, and they type while you're talking to them, right? Well, I got to see those notes. They send that to you now. They never used to do that. Hell, it was a mystery what the hell they were typing in that pad. Nuh-uh. Now I know. She had me at death's door, and I'm like, beesh, my damn blood pressure. She had me down as abnormal blood pressure. But wait a minute now. Wait a minute. My blood pressure was 105/71. I don't know if any of y'all are well, Jolie's a nurse. Is that abnormal? Anybody? No, ma'am. So I don't know what the hell that was all about. She had abnormal on a few things, and like they put the graph on there of what your numbers are supposed to be. She had me abnormal on diabetes, like the A1C. It was 4.6. And I'm like, it says pre-diabetes is 5.6 or higher, and then like 6 point something is full on diabetic or type 2. I 4.6, guys. Like, I don't know what the hell. She didn't take out the old notes from the last time when I was obese, what they were. But I was like, what the hell? Okay. But yeah, she had abnormal on a few things. And one of the tests was like, my cholesterol is good, guys. Y'all hear me? My cholesterol is that of a 25-year-old. How is that? How is that? I don't get that at all. But my cholesterol was really good. All of them. All of the, they do the good, the bad, and the ugly one. They were all really, really good. But one was abnormal because it was low, my vitamin D. And then one test was should have been like 100 to 125, and mine was 126. And they were like, oh, it's abnormal. I was like, come on now. Cut me some slack. I just had surgery. Some things are going to be abnormal. Right? So anyway, yeah. I'll have to tell you next time on my next live what the damn nephrologist, kidney doctor had to say. I don't even know. And so I packed up my whole, I said this on my video today, but I had packed up my whole bathroom in crates and boxes and stuff. I can't find my little lady shaver. I need it. I need to go see if Bill has one out. Because I need to shave my mustache. It's starting to come in. Woo! Bill said the other day he screwed up his goatee or whatever. And he came over to me. He was fresh faced. It was just no beard, no nothing, no mustache. I was like, "What happened to you?" He goes, "I screwed up shaving, so I decided to start new and shave it off." It felt really soft, you know. And then the other day, it was a week, and he goes, "Look at this. That's just 1 week." And I pulled my leg out. I went, "That's just 2 days." Yeah, suck on that. I put my leg up on the thing. That's 2 days. Try that, bitch. Nobody can grow facial hair like a woman. Sorry. Jolly, what? What? Oh, sorry. Did I miss you? What? Real coconut cluster? What? Okay, Jolly, what are you saying, babes? Oh, I'm missing the whole chat. Well, I'm not trying to miss the chat, but I'm trying not to be as much in the chat because the freaking trolls are like, "Bloop, bloop, bloop, say hi to me, say a bad word." Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Let's see. Sin says my A1C was high this time because, yeah, prednisone will do it, girl. Yeah. Oh no, rotator cuff. Ooh, girl, get that taken care of. They can surgery that right out. They go in there and just like sand it down or whatever. Yeah, Bill's had a bad rotator cuff for years, you heard, and he will not have the surgery done. He's like, I can't take the downtime for surgery. But when his eye was messed up, he was like, well, I got to do this. So some stuff they make him do. But Winnie, I have been having so much fun this time. Okay, good. Yes. I'm glad it's part of YouTube. Those damn trolls. I know. It really is. It really is. At 7:08, did I say something bad? God, Jolie, tell me. Now my face is red. Oh, I was frozen. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. God, what is going on with my friggin' phone? I'm right here in the same room. That's why I quit doing a live in my purse room, because when I closed the door or even traveled away from my Wi-Fi, girl, it would freeze up and it was glitchy and people were like, the sound's off. So I'm sorry. Ah, damn. I'm sorry if you guys were watching this back in the replay and I'm all like, okay. Jelly, I got to remember to go back and look at that. Y'all know I'm real adamant about do not watch your lives back. If you're somebody that does a live, don't watch them back. I don't like to watch them back. I was that way on the radio too. People would always say, you should record your whole show and then go back and critique all it. And I was like, no, that's in the past. Let it stay. Let it stay. I don't want to hear myself screwing up on the radio or in real life or nothing. Sin, I would, but I'm not that high. My sugar was in a good range last A1C. Yes, that's good news. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay, thank you. The freezing. What is happening? Damn. These trolls are trolling their asses off. What else do I have to tell you? So I told you about the, oh, I didn't tell you this. So, when we had our tile redone in the kitchen, it's been years ago. It's when we first kind of moved in here. We had it redone by these two, and I'll just say it, we call them Jake legs that, work out of the back of a pickup truck and think they can do anything. Yeah, because they were cheap, so we hired them. And I regret it because I have some grout lines that are this big and some that are that big, some that are that. So nothing squared, nothing. And so I have bitched about that for 20 years. I have bitched and moaned about that to Bill. And I always say, yeah, those freaking guys out of the back of their truck, they were cheap. Oh, yeah, they were real good. But it looks like shit. So anyway, I'm not going to redo it until we have a full remodel in the kitchen. And that will be a while because I'm doing this right now. So anyway, they laid the tile in my daughter's bathroom, and they weren't squared. They weren't, you know how, I mean, it was the craziest thing. Like they were off, like the next tile was just a teeny bit, and it wasn't like a square. Bill was not having that shit. You heard? Because they had tiled the whole bathroom. They were just going to come back and grout it. He sent the guy a picture, and he said, not today. We're not having it. So they ripped all that tile out yesterday, the second row of it where it wasn't squared off. But I mean, and I said, like, well, we probably could have lived with that because the grout lines looked to be the same size. And he was like, oh, hell no. Not after that kitchen fiasco. And I have to hear about that every few weeks. Hell no. We're not having that because I could just hear you now in 3 months bitching to everybody that them damn tiles weren't laid right. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, we had to have that. I want to replace my jacuzzi tub with a walk-in shower. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm excited. I've never had a jacuzzi tub though. But I would have liked to. My friend has one. She said she doesn't use it anymore though. I think she's going to remodel with a big shower too. They shouldn't be, but the U.S. blank 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 doesn't care. It's way too late. Jeanette, I think T2 is 6'5" or higher. Okay. Oh my God, the trolls. So yeah, tomorrow's video coming up. 3 things I sent back. Y'all pretty much know what that is. I think I said it in Jackie's live. What else is going on? Carter got her license. She's kept the roads hot. I told you that. I mean, I pretty much caught y'all up to speed, honey. I told you about my vagine and my lack of gynecological care down there. Now, I used to go every year and get it. But then, I loved my doctor. I loved him. And I'm so sad that he passed this year. I'm sad a few years ago that he retired, but I'm glad that he retired and just didn't like work until probably what's going to happen to me. I'll just work and then be at my desk and somebody will find me. But I mean, that's the cold, hard reality of it because I'm going to have to work my whole life. But I'm glad he got a few years with because he had a lot of kids and stuff. And his wife's real sweet. So I'm glad that they got time together. You know what I mean? But still, it's never okay. It's sad. I think about it all the time. Is it? No, Sherry's my cousin. Sherry. What did Sherry say? That's my cousin. That's so funny. What did you say, Sherry? I'm listening to you. Are you listening to me? Winnie, do you have a cousin named? Yeah. That's Sherry. That's my cousin that does the hydration and all the kinds of IVs. She's in Vegas, and she's a registered nurse, like you, Jolie. And she has done IVs on VIP clientele for 15, I want to say 10 or 15. It's been a while. She's been doing that a while. I think she loves it because, man, the people, I can't say it because she has to sign NDAs and she can't really tell who she sees. But I imagine they're high profile and very big stars. Okay, I know that some of them really are. Like, you heard me, mega stars. She sent me, one time she went to a party at like Siegfried and Roy's. Oh, Dawn, that was my cousin. My cousin that does the IVs, my cousin that's a nurse out in Vegas. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. She's all right. She's gonna say what? But yeah, if you ever see Sherry, that's my cousin. What did she say? I'm dying to know what she said. But anyway, I mean, when you get timed out, you can still watch and hear. So she's probably still watching and hearing. But anyway, I'm dying to know what she said. That's hilarious. She just had, I don't know. It's only like 4:00 in her house, 4:15 or whatever, 4:20 or whatever, 4:20. Oh my God! She said the cuz. Oh, did she? Okay. She said hi, cuz. Yeah. She's hilarious. Yeah, I think she can still I think she's okay, but she can still hear me. Hey girl. Come back, they said, but I bet she has some good stories. Not that I know, because when you sign those non-disclosure things, you can't tell. You just cannot tell. So she doesn't tell me nothing, but I just assume. And I imagine the places that she gets to see out there in Vegas are really fancy. So we got to go back because we haven't been to her house in since before COVID. And she has a brand new house. It's like big and nice, and it's got a big fancy ass pool. And even that, even though she lives in that big fat house, she could still put us up because she has all these comps everywhere. Because they like to when they're not working, they gamble a little bit, and she's good at gambling too. I've seen her payout tickets. I sent her one the other day. That one I hit, what was it, $179. She was like, "Ha ha, that's nothing. Here's one for 4 grand or something." I was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, I'm not a very good gambler, but she's a good gambler. But we love to go out there and visit. And I love to, of course, which, I go in the boutiques, some, not as much as because I'm with Bill. So, like, it's really not fun to go into high end boutiques with your husband because you know you ain't getting shit. I'm not anyway with Bill because he's like, nah, you don't need that. Come on, let's go. But yeah, one time I got to buy that have a piano out there. That was nice. That was fun. But she's bought me a few little things out there too. She'll go. She don't care to go anywhere. Our family's like that. We're just like she's kind of like my sister more than she is my cousin. She's older than me. But anyway, yeah. We just always had like a sister relationship. But we don't care to walk up to people and just start up a conversation or go in anywhere. We just don't. We're those kind of people. We're like, yeah, I'll talk to him. Shit. I've really never asked her to do anything out there, like go anywhere or see anything where she's been like, now I can't do it. She's always like, okay, I'll do it. She'll just run right out there and do it. There's nothing here that I can do for her, though, 'cause, they have everything. But anyway, yeah. Katie, hey, last time I was in Vegas in April, I barely bothered to go into, yeah. Because there's so much to do and see. I love to go to the Wynn because the Wynn is my favorite. It just has such beautiful, like they do it up. I've never seen it in no, I have seen it at Christmas. I take that back. Well, fall. Fall going into Christmas, so they didn't fully have all their Christmas out. They had a few things, but I really want to go at Christmas. So I did kind of think about that because I mean, literally we really only just have to pay for airfare, and I'm thinner this year, so I think riding a plane is not going to be as bad and traumatic on me as it has been because yeah, that's the most problem I have with riding in a in an aeroplane. But anyway, yeah. And hey, if I can go out there and stay for free, maybe I'll upgrade to business class. One time we went to see her, and of course I had a credit card, of course. And I thought, shit, they had bumped us up one time. We got they don't do that anymore, girl. But they bumped us up from we were supposed to go to I think to Atlanta, and instead they rerouted the plane to Cincinnati and then to Vegas. And for the trouble, they bumped me, my husband, and this other lady we were traveling with all up to first class once we got into Cincinnati. And I was like, hell yeah. So, of course, I got a taste of that first class and was like, shit. So, the next year or the next time we went to Vegas, I was like, oh no, I cannot ride coach again. Hell no. So, I spent like, and it's been years ago, I spent like $2,500 on first class tickets to Vegas. But it's a good trade-off because seriously, like when I go see my cousin in Vegas, I don't gotta pay for much. Even meals and stuff, she takes us out everywhere. You know what I mean? She's real nice like that. Or, she gets these comped meals everywhere. And I mean, we have eaten at the Mortons. We've eaten at the Peppermill, which Peppermill is cool because it's home of the big food. We've eaten at like Wolfgang Puck and stuff. We've eaten like a Gordon Ramsay. We have eaten some nice ass places. We don't just go out there and eat a buffet. Oh, hell no. We eat nice. Yeah. So, and one time we went out there in March for spring break. I don't know if it was the last time or time before we went out there. And it was 314, and we went to the pie place. What is it, Marie Callender's for Pie Day, 3.14 day of the March 14th. We got some pies. That was when I was a little bigger, could eat more. But anyway, okay, you guys want to? Oh, the humidity is horrible. But I am literally freezing my toes off in my house. Okay, you guys want to see? I hate walking through my room because my room is a flat freaking mess. There's literal trash bags sitting here, and so y'all know I work in my bedroom. The ensuite and the bathroom next to me is where they're working, right? So when I'm at work, I have to put up a barrier, which is removed doors and a big blanket because I have to be kind of secluded. And so I have to barricade myself off in my part of the bedroom so that nobody can see me working. I probably shouldn't have said all that, but I mean, I go by the guidelines. Like to work at home, you have to. So I had to literally cubicle myself in with the doors they took off from the bathrooms so that they could work and I could be secluded in like an office area. Otherwise, I'd have to go on site. And that is a bridge too friggin' far, girl. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Okay, all right. Let me go see if I can. Because I was going to be long tonight because I got an electric blanket on. My neck, I've been sleeping wrong. My neck is crazy. I've been sleeping wrong. But there is dust all over the place because of the standing. But okay, I want to show y'all. Don't look at that. There's the door with the hanger. Seriously, I did that. Okay, y'all ready? All right, so here's Bill's towel. But, of course, we're getting rid of that old-timey Valance. But, so this is going to be new. And this will be the big shower stall here. And it has this is like a second, for your bits. Every lady needs a second handheld shower thing. Am I right? If you know, you know, guys. But that's for the handheld thing. There's for like your shampoos and stuff. And then this will come out and it's a big square and like a rain fall down on you. And then the big, doors here. And then like a little jut out there to like put your dang foot up on and shave your legs, But anyway, what do you guys think? Right? We gutted it, girl. We gutted it. I ain't even gonna lie. And then we'll have the vanity here. Right? Okay, well, let me show you the fiasco that was the tile. I picked this tile out, but I don't know what I was thinking. I don't really love it. But I was thinking like it would be a quicker job because they were huge tiles. They're like the 12 by 20, like not 12 by 20, like the 24-inch ones, the great big ones. But okay. You hear my shoes? They put down these barrier so they wouldn't like mess up my carpet. But I'm like, this carpet's been dead. What are y'all talking about? But so here is the one, and so we had all of this was laid and ready to go. But girl, it wasn't square. It was not square. So we had to have all of that ripped back out. All of this had to be ripped back out. You can see where they had already done all the. Oh God, did I freeze? Did I freeze, guys? Shit. Sorry, but anyway, yeah, we had to have all of that like ripped back out, and then so Carter's going to say, you know, this looks awful, yes, but she's already bought new pools, and she's going to paint all this a nice blue, and then we're going to paint her walls, which we got to paint both. They're not going to do it. I'm not going to hire anybody. I said I would never paint again, but shit, I got to paint again. So I'm going to paint again. Even though I said, I will never paint again. Because remember, when COVID happened, I went home on vacation. I was like, I'm going to paint my whole house. Yeah, guys. I'm all squeaky floor, sorry. But anyway, that's the remodel so far. And of course, I will make videos upon this and post upon my YouTube channel. But what do you guys? Yeah, that's a barrier, like a moisture barrier. So when they put the tile that I picked out is beautiful. So the bottom will be just like those mesh. You know, those you get them in long pieces and they're mesh because you have to do that on the floor. I didn't know that. But they have to be 4 shower floors, and they come in like but it looks like little mosaic stones or tiles. It's really cute for the floor. But the it's not subway tiles. It's actually bigger than subway tiles, but it's kind of like a 4 by 10, maybe something like that tile, and it's a real pretty blue, which matches the vanity. And then I'm taking that big mirror down because that big mirror is got such a 70s vibe to it. And that big light bar that you saw, that's coming down. And I bought 2 lights to go over 2 mirrors on each. They'll go over each of the, and then we'll paint it. You know, we'll paint it first, and then we'll hang the. So yeah, I hope that it. Yeah, that it does look good. Hey, Kentucky Camellia, hello. Oh, you never, yeah. Oh, girl, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, because I'm just on the 2nd week and I'm already like, they didn't even show up. Yes, it didn't even show up. But Bill's not letting them get by with nothing. And I felt really bad because it took the whole day for that guy to actually rip up, what was it, 7 tiles or whatever that he had laid already on the bathroom. I felt really shitty about that. And I kept saying how sorry I was. And he was like, it's okay. It's okay. But I mean, they didn't lay it right. Like they really didn't. But I wasn't gonna bitch about it. I was just gonna be like, you know, it'll be okay once they grout it. It'll be fine. It'll all, because we're getting the white grout, so it should be, you know, fine. But Bill was like, hell no, I'm not listening to you bitch about this for the next 20 years too. I'm like, 20 years? We ain't gonna be in this house no 20 more years. Somebody come along buy this thing and we can go live in a trailer or something. Or something smaller, small-ish, one level for sure. I'm too old to be climbing these stairs. Man, I flew up those stairs today. I did not know this, so I had Frankie, because my daughter, you know, she's been keeping the roads hot. She went out with a friend today, and she went and did her college schedule, and she met with an advisor and everything at her college and all that. And so while she was gone, you know, I kind of have to watch Frankie myself. And I was working too because I had some Zooms. And so I had put him downstairs in his in his exercise pen, because I was like, you know, Mama's got to work for another little bit. Well, Bill came home for lunch, and then he had to go back out to work. Well, all I knew that he was gone after I got off my Zoom meeting. You know, I took another break and I was going to go down there and tend to Frankie, take him out, you know, love on him, whatever. So I go down there, guys, and usually when I hit the stairs, he starts crying for me. Yep, yep, yep. and jumping, and I could hear him. I heard nothing. Silencio. And I was like, say what? Okay, so then we have another, like a flexible like pen that we put him in at night, like to sleep. It's more, it's more closed in. It's a littler area, like crating him, but it's a soft-sided crate. So I look in that. He's not in there. Girl, when I tell you that I didn't know where the hell my dog was, my puppy, I went into a full-on panic mode. I panicked my ass off. I was going, oh my God, oh my God. And I didn't, because when I came downstairs, I thought, I yelled for Bill. I was like, hey, are you gone? And he didn't answer. So I was like, oh, okay, he's gone. Well, then Frankie didn't respond. And I was thinking, like, what's wrong with Frankie? Girl, I went into full-on panic mode. Full-on panic mode. Ran up and down the steps, like, oh my God, where could he be? And I thought maybe he had somehow jumped all the way out of his exercise pen, which I was thinking, like, he turned into Super Dog if he did that. But I was like, he's got to be hiding. Like, he would have come to me first. Like, what? I come back up here, I grab my phone, I get ready to call Bill, like, what happened to Frankie? I can't find. And I see the text, hey, I'm sitting out on the back porch. I'm sitting out on the deck with Frankie. We're outside chilling until my ride comes. He went somewhere with a guy he works with to another job. Girl. I literally went into, like, that thing of, like, where you have your kid and you think they're right beside you in a store, and then they get off and go into the racks of clothes and hide because they think that's funny as hell. I had one do that to me, by the way, my oldest one, Taylor. He thought that was hilarious. He didn't think it was so hilarious when we got in the car, but anyway, it was that feeling. Like, I was like Alfred Hitchcock, like, back up and zoom in. Yeah. I'm so crazy. But I just love him so much, guys. I was just so scared, and I've lost my puppy this year, so, like, the thought of losing another one so close was like, what? Yeah. I thought maybe somebody came in and got mine. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. So that happened. Jeanette, good night. Thanks for coming by. Yeah. So anyway. It was so scary, Dawn. I mean, what were you thinking? Like, what would you think, And when I said the vet, I thought this was very wild because I heard a lady on the phone loud as hell. Well, first when I got there, some lady was talking about getting somebody out of jail, and she just had her whole conversation. It was an older lady, and she wasn't from around here. She didn't have an accent like mine. She was like, what do you mean? Well, if he's going to stay in jail, he's got to stay in jail. Did you call the lawyer? It was kind of that talk. She was not from around here, girl, but she was loud as hell. But that was kind of interesting when I was sitting there. But then this other lady was talking, she had left, and then another lady came in, and she was like talking to a man. I could hear the man on the other end, and she said, I hadn't seen my cat in 2 days. And I was thinking, like, girl, if you hadn't seen your cat in 2 days, some shit is going down. You need to find that cat. But it had been under the bed, she said. And apparently one of its dew claws had curled around and gone into its pad or its foot or whatever, and had caused an infection, and the cat, I guess, couldn't walk on it. And, like, its white blood cell count, like, it was bad. Like, she was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I hadn't seen him in 2 days. I was like, my cat wouldn't be gone for 2 hours. I'd be around looking for that cat. But she's like, I didn't see him for 2 days. I was like, lady, what? Yeah. But anyway, Dawn, could you deal with that? I don't know why I keep saying, but anyway, but God dang it. Okay, anyway. Kentucky Chameleon. I love when we say she wasn't from around. No, girl, she wasn't from around here at all. She wasn't from around Kentucky or Tennessee, honey. She was from up north. She was either Philly or New York. Now, I can tell you that because I know some people from Philly and New York now, and they kind of sound a certain way to me. It was kind of a mixture of the two. Maybe New Jersey, But yeah, did you call the lawyer? And she had like a raspy voice. She kind of sounded like Big Ange. But she was like, yeah, did you call the lawyer? And then she said some curse words. And she goes, they're not getting one motherfucking dime off of me. Well, he could sit in jail. And I was like, oh, shit. What is that? I wanted to know the whole story. Like, I wanted to know everything. Who's in jail? How did they get there? Why'd you call a lawyer? Is your lawyer going to get him out? Is this a criminal case? Or are they just in there for a misdemeanor? Is it a felony? Oh my God, what are they accused of? Is it murder? Tell me the whole story. Is somebody dead? Like, I wanted to know everything. I wanted to know everything. Dawn, I sent you an Instagram the other day. Didn't that lady sound like Big Ange? This was an Instagram of this lady going by her neighbor's house with her dog. And her neighbor, they sounded like they were kind of, they sounded country like me, but she wasn't from around there. Kentucky Community. She was not from around there at all. And she says, so she gets on her Ring camera and she goes, hey, can you get my packages off the porch for me? The lady goes, who is it? Who's there? And then she comes up, she goes, you scared the shit out of me. She's smoking. And I was like, it's Big Ange all over again. She's giving Big Ange energy right now. If you know, you know. That was hilarious. Hey, Thomas, how are you? It was her neighbor, and she had asked her to pick up her mail and stuff, is what it was. And so she had a couple packages, and so when she saw her going in her yard, she was like, hey, whoever, Ange, come and get my packages or whatever. And she was like, what the hell? You scared the shit out of me. That cracked me up. I'm going to watch that again. Leanne sent that to me. But anyway, Ange was a trip. Gosh, she was the best. Like, Ange was like going to get her own spinoff and become a mega superstar. She was slated to be it. She was the next big thing. Right? But man, gone too soon, man. Frick. Oh my God. I love when she'd say, I like a wise guy. I don't want nobody that ain't gonna bring me flowers. Open the door for me, somebody who's connected. You guys remember that when she was talking about what she liked in a man? I like a wise guy. Oh, Big Ange. Rest in peace, gone too soon, man. Poor little out for her. All right, guys. Well, listen, I love you guys so much. I'm having the best time tonight, but I got to get off here and go take care of my little dog. And now I've got sort of a like, I'm thinking about it. So like I'm talking, not like Dawn, because Dawn don't sound like a New Yorker to me. Dawn's straight up Pennsylvania. Yeah. She's Philly. She's not in Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania is different all over. But Philly is only Philly. Like Hoagie and going to the Poconos. It's an O thing, It's just a different, it has the same feel, but it doesn't have the same accent at all. It's its own. You automatically know when people are from Philly. I do now. Yeah. So I loved going to Dawn's and getting a call-in order because they did not understand me at all. But I was laying it on thick. I was like, hey, y'all got pizza? And that girl was like, what? Pizza with 3 syllables. She's like, oh, pizza? Yeah, we got pizza. I go, what else you got? You got any hamburgers? You got any chicken tenders? She's like, what? I was like, what else have you got? I don't really have a menu. She goes, oh, we got cheese fries. Like, oh, God, bring me some of them cheese. And those were the best damn cheese fries I've ever had. Those were good. I never had them since and never will again. Those were good. Those were the best friggin' cheese fries I've ever had. And that pizza was good too. Philly pizza is good. Philly cuisine is good. All the food we ate in Philly, New Jersey, New York was delicious. It was point blank good. But anyway, okay, all right. Anyway. Dawn, we had such a good time. All right, you guys, thank you guys for coming out and being on here. And gosh, thank you to the mods. I appreciate you guys so friggin' much for modding me tonight because it was insane. I'll have to tell you guys next week how many people trolled in and out of this video. It will be insane, I already know. But thank you again, and more to come on that. I have an unboxing this weekend, so I returned some bags last weekend. That video, at least me explaining why I'm such a liar and thought I was going to keep these bags, but I didn't. That's coming up tomorrow. And then on Saturday at unboxing is the reason I had to take all these bags back. And then in a couple weeks, I bought some sneakers. I'm sick, guys. Yeah, it's a thing. Okay, love you guys. Thank you. Okay, bye. Oh, button. Which froze me. I'm getting so old, guys.